In the shadow of the old oak tree, where whispers used to dance, she carved their names inside a heart, a token of romance. Underneath that sprawling bough, her laughter filled the air. Now every leaf that tumbles down whispers of despair. Her voice bleeds through the prairie wind, a song that's bittersweet. It haunts the dusty trails where our two lonely hearts would meet. In the echo of her laughter, under skies once so grand, I wander through these ghost towns, a solitary man. The porch still creaks as if she's there, swaying to some silent tune. But the cabin's empty save for dust that's lit by the pale moon. Where we once dreamt of futures bright, now shadows play old scenes. The night air's thick with what's been lost, wrapped in her scarf of dreams. Her voice bleeds through the prairie wind, a song that's bittersweet. It haunts the dusty trails where our two lonely hearts would meet. From vibrant dreams to silent screams, under stars that understand, I roam this land without her hand, a broken, weary man. If I could ride past horizons where our sun used to set, would I find her voice there waiting, or just more to forget? With every sunset that I chase and every tear I hide, I'm just a shadow in her life, drifting with the tide. Her voice bleeds in the whipping wind, across the creeks that swell. It's tangled in the silver clouds, in the stories they can't tell. As the oaks stand tall and strong, and I grow old and gray, her whispers in the rustling leaves that never fade away. Her voice bleeds, her voice bleeds, forever here to stay.
Out where the oak tree shadows lay long, under the breath of the prairie song, found an old locket, rusted and worn, whispered secrets of love sworn. By the creek where we used to roam, in a quiet town that we called home, your laughter danced on the summer air, your scarlet scarf left hanging there. Locket shut the door on the past so sweet, locked inside where our memories meet. Riding through these ghost trails alone, echoes of a love deep as stone. The wind's a harsh reminder in the fading light of your smile that's gone into the night. Years rolled by like a storm swift past. The wildlands changed, so did the grass. Old porches creak beneath time's heavy hand, and empty cabins where we made our stand. The saddle's worn like the heart I bear, paths overgrown, yet I feel you there. The rain falls soft on the dusty ground, in the silence after, you're nowhere found. Locket shut the door on dreams once lived in the heart of a wanderer endlessly adrift, riding through these ghost trails alone, echoes of a love deep as stone. The dusk a cold blanket or the twilight side of your voice that's faded into the sky. Down the gravel road under the sunset's burn, a lesson in each turn of how to love then learn. An empty echo in the box where once a fire burned bright, now just the twilight and the softening of night. Locket shut the door on the love I can't restore. Whispers in the wind say I'll see you once more. Riding through these memories alone, echoes of a love forever my own. With every sunset swallowed by the night, I find peace in the starlight, holding on to your light.
In the whispers of the prairie wind, by the creek where the willows sway, there's a cabin aged by sun and sand, where his shadow washed away. Old oak, its roots deep as secrets, scarf she left faded to gray. On the porch echoes a duet to hearts that dare to stray. Under the vast and turning sky, my love's facing the clouds, I pray. Every sunset makes me try to find where his shadow washed away. Gravel roads we walked in laughter, now just trails of dust and dismay. The storms came in silence after, like the rains he too wouldn't stay. Saddle worn from journeys ended, gloved hands no more held in sway. In lone nights no stars descended, only dreams where night bleeds today. Under the vast and turning sky, my love's facing the clouds, I pray. Every sunset makes me try to find where his shadow washed away. So I roam this land, a ghost among the oak and ash, a whisper on the wind, a flicker in the embers flash. What's lost is not just him, but the echo of my name in the canyons of my heart, where he alone remains. So here's my soul beneath the endless skies, a say, a cowboy's lonesome tune where old love's fray. Every sunset's crimson cry, a testament asway to the love in that lone place where his shadow washed away, where his shadow washed away.
Out where the oak tree shadows lay long and lean, there's an old wooden porch where we used to dream. A scarf you left behind caught on a rusty nail, whispers of the dust and the sweet clover trail. I can still see your smile in the blaze of the sunset on that lone gravel road where our last kiss was said. Oh, the silence called my name through the whispering wind. Your voice fades away like a ghost in the din. These rolling fields where my heart feels the same. Empty cabins moan neath the sky's crying rain. Silence called my name and I answered with tears, lost in the echo of our vanishing years. The saddle sits idle where once we rode wild, through the rivers of time love's currents beguile. Now nights are just pages of an old western tale, where laughter won't echo, now only the gale. Your footsteps in the dust have long been washed away by the rains that turned vibrant dreams to shades of gray. Oh, the silence called my name through the whispering wind. Your voice fades away like a ghost in the din. These rolling fields where my heart feels the same. Empty cabins moan neath the sky's crying rain. Silence called my name and I answered with tears, lost in the echo of our vanishing years. In the stillness of a fading trail's end, I found that every shadow bends towards the memory of those days when love was wild and time was a haze. Yes, the silence called my name in a voice so worn, like a bell toll solemnly for love that's torn. I walk these empty roads under stars' solemn gleam, where silence calls my name and I drift and dream. Here in the heartbreak where my soul remains bound forever to silence, where love's echo sustains. I rode back through the county gate, same dust, same hill, same twist of fate. The church still leans near Miller's Creek, the porch lights dim, but time still speaks. I saw her there with grace and grace, same green eyes, same summer face. I took my hat off, said it's me. She smiled and asked politely, who'd you be? She forgot my name, like wind forgets a whispered flame, like snow forgets the prints it keeps, like dreams that vanish when we sleep. I stood there full of years and shame and watched her eyes not spark the same. You think time heals, but damn it maims. She forgot my name. I wrote her letters I never sent, kept them folded edge bent. I carved our song on an old guitar, played it nightly under stars. I pictured hugs, not shaking hands. I planned to stay, not just passing land. But love, it fades when not reclaimed, and people change and faces blame. She forgot my name, the one she once sang in the rain, the one she stitched on flannel red, the one I swore she'd never shed. But hearts move on like seasons aim, and I was fall and she chose spring. I brought my past, she'd packed her flame. I left with pain, returned with hope, but she just smiled like we never wrote a single page in this old book. Guess I read too long while she just shook. She forgot my name, not with malice, not with shame, just like a road that closed one day while I still walked the other way. I tipped my hat, turned back through pain, and whispered low into the plain, if I'm just dust, don't light the flame. She forgot my name. In the glow of the fading light drifts under the whispering oak tree shade, we carved our names, young and naive, on that old porch where the summer winds played. Her laugh was a melody soft as the dust that danced round our boots in the warm evening gust. And now the sun dips low and the shadows stretch long, her voice just an echo in the prairie song. The oak stands silent, the porch worn thin, and the fading light drifts where my heart still lives. Years have rolled like tumbleweeds past that dusty old cabin where memories were cast. The saddle sits empty, the trail's overgrown. A cowboy rides solo, his heart turned to stone. The scarf she once wore, now frayed by the breeze, hangs over my door, whispers sorrow and pleas. Now the sun dips low and the shadows stretch long, her voice just an echo in the prairie song. The oak stands silent, the porch worn thin, and the fading light drifts where my heart still lives. Oh, the rivers may wander, the mountains might stand tall, but her scent in the rain, it haunts through it all as the stars peek through the cloak of the night. I reckon love's a journey, not just a plight. So So the sun dips low and my dreams take flight. In the fading light drifts I'll find my respite. The oak stands witness to all that's been. In the fading light drifts love's gentle sin. In the fading light drifts where my heart still lives. In the silence my old soul forgives.
Under the ghost of an old oak tree where our names were carved for eternity, the wind's a whisper of your soft sweet laugh on the path where you dance free from our past. An empty cabin by the creek's low bend holds the echoes of you, my lost friend. Each creaking board and closed up door speaks of the days when love lived here before. Now the empty bed fades in the twilight sigh. The stars don't recall who's wrong or right. I'm just a shadow in these windswept plains, chasing the dust where only silence remains. Scarlet scarf you left behind on the old porch swing sways undefined. Gone like the laughter in halls that we roam. Now I wander these lands forever alone. The saddle's worn where you once rode beside, through the rain-soaked trails where our dreams used to hide. Now every sunset bleeds a shade of your eyes, and the night covers me in your soft, mournful cries. Still the empty bed fades in the twilight sigh. The stars don't recall who's wrong or right. I'm just a shadow in these windswept plains, chasing the dust where only silence remains. Oh, how the prairie grass sways and weeps beneath the heavens where your memory sleeps. I've learned that love is the wildest land, and hearts like ours were grains of sand. Yes, the empty bed fades, and now with the light, bound to the echoes of our sweet twilight, under the vast skies where I let you go, in the fading trails of the moon's soft glow. I'm the whisper of a cowboy alone in a strange, chasing the dust where nothing but love remains. Down by Harbor's Creek, where the old oaks grow, we carved our names in the heart of a dusty road. Sunset threw gold across your hair. The world was ours and time just air. But the creek, it watched me leave. Oh, the creek watched me leave.
sky, bleeding red, melancholy dreams. With my heart in your scarf, tied around your sleeve, you stayed with the oaks and the creek, watch me leave. The rain has washed away our dusty road. The cabin's empty where our laughter once flowed. Old porch swings creak with ghosts of us riding the wind. Whispered stories turn to dust. Still the creek, it watched me leave. Oh, the creek, watch me leave. Under a sky, bleeding red, melancholy dreams. With my heart left in that scarf, now a tattered weave. You stayed with the oaks and the creek, watch me leave. Now I roam gravel roads under moon's quiet siege. Each star teardrop, the night sky silent grief. Love's like the river stone, smooth over time, but some edges cut deep in the creek's soft rhyme. Yes, the creek, watch me leave. Whispering to the wind about love and thieves. In its waters, my reflection briefly cleaves. Part of me stayed while the creek watched me leave, with the echoes of hoofbeats forever to grieve. You stayed with the oaks and the creek, it watched me leave.
Down where the river bends, under the sighing oaks, we etched our names in the bark beneath heaven's wide cloak. Your laugh was a melody, danced on the summer air, in that old dusty town we hadn't a single care. The porch light flickered soft as the day kissed the dark. That's where my heart lives still, where the river bend fell apart. Oh, how the river runs, cold and relentless, so carrying away the dreams of the lovers it used to know. Under those starlit skies, my lonely soul does start to wander back to you, where the river bend fell apart. Seasons turned the pages, the oaks began to moan. Your scarf caught on the wind, soon I was all alone. The trails we walked turned faint, cabins fell to decay. Gravel roads lead nowhere since you've gone away. Saddles gather dust like the echoes in my heart, left yearning for the days before the river bend fell apart. Oh, how the river flows under the moon's quiet gaze, whispering of old sorrows and the price that love pays. My soul's caught in the drift, tethered to a broken cart, always riding back to where the river bend fell apart. Twilight's embrace, I feel your gentle touch fade, just a ghost in the breeze, another memory shade. A lone tear mingles with rain on my weathered cheek, it starts
let it carry my cries apart, through whispering winds, over lands vast and stark. And if you're listening still, in the quiet of your heart, meet me at the dusk, where our river bend fell apart. Just two shadows merge as the day turns to dark, silhouettes of a love by the river that fell apart. In the dawn's pale light, where the oak tree shadows lie, I once woke beside her under the endless frontier sky. The porch creaked softly with our whispered dreams, cold morning tied down in the seams of old blue jeans. The cabin held the warmth of love like a sacred flame, and every whispered wind seemed to breathe her name. Oh, how the heart can yearn through the seasons turn, lost like the sun dipping low where the quiet rivers flow. Her scarf still holds the scent of juniper and rain, every thread a reminder of love's sweet lingering pain. And now the gravel roads stretch out like the regrets I own. Her laughter echoes over creeks where we once had roamed. The town once bustling fades like the trails we rode, each hoof beat a memory, every sunset low. She drifted away like the leaves in the autumn breeze, left me with these empty rooms and rusting sycamore trees. Oh, how the heart can yearn through the seasons turn, lost like the sun dipping low where the quiet rivers flow. Her scarf still holds the scent of juniper and rain, every thread a reminder of love's sweet lingering pain. By the fireside, the shadows dance alone tonight, the stars above like eyes watching in the quiet light. Maybe in another life where the wildflowers remain, we'd ride those dusty trails, never to part again. Oh, how my heart still yearns as the old world turns, beneath the endless sky where old lovers say goodbye, tied down on this cold morning with nothing left to claim. Her memory, a silent song, a whisper through the plains. Down by the bend where the wildflowers grew, an old oak tree bearing scars deep and true. There an empty cabin sits where in years of sun, echoes of laughter where two hearts once spun. Oh, the porch still groans under ghostly weight, and Dust swirls where you danced, too cruel, too late. Saddle untouched, the reins lay in despair. Abandoned ranch lingers like the scent of your hair. Gravel roads whisper tales of boots long gone. In the twilight, shadows stretch and yawn. Once we chased dreams through these fading trails, now just empty chairs, old mails and rusted nails. Oh, the porch still groans under ghostly weight. Dust swirls where you danced, too cruel, too late. Saddle untouched, the reins lay in despair. Abandoned ranch lingers like the scent of your hair. Under the vast prairie sky, I confess to the stars my regrets and that old blue dress. Rain may fall, cleansing my weary soul, but in this silent heart, your echo takes its toll. So I'll roam with the wind against my face, from the chapel to the bar, each forgotten place. Yet your memory binds like the cold earth clings to my boots, to my dreams, as the lone coyote sings. Abandoned ranch lingers, a whisper through the pines, in the heart of a cowboy, where the past never truly dies. In the shadow of the old oak's bough, where we once carved our name so proud, the wind's a whisper soft and low, through the leaves it seems to crow. The dust it danced, our boots it wore, by the cabin door, love's lore. Oh, the dust turned cold in the twilight's fold, underneath the endless indigo. Where did you go, my heart's echo, leaving me with these ghosts in the afterglow? The saddle's worn, the leather's cracked, just like the paths where we once tracked. That dusty scarf you left behind is the only piece you didn't unwind. The prairie's wide, the town's gone quiet, your absence a storm my soul can't fight. Oh, the dust turned cold in the twilight's fold, underneath the endless indigo. Where did you go, my heart's echo, leaving me with these ghosts in the afterglow?
riding trails of regret and solace untold. Where did you go? My heart's echo, wandering alone in the dust turned cold. Echoes fade down gravel roads, long sold in the winds that carry the dust turned cold.
In the shadow of an oak, where the wild river's been, I first saw her silhouette as the daylight did wane. By an old wooden porch, laughter danced in the air, and her scarf caught the breeze like a whispered prayer. Oh, the silence washed away by the sound of her name. Rivers run, but memories, they never do fade. Like the dust on my boots, her love clings to my soul. In the heart of the wild she made was broken, feel whole. Now the cabin sits empty, where once love's fire burned bright. Gravel roads long forgotten, under moon's mournful light. The trails we once walked are overgrown, lost to time, and the echo of her footsteps is a ghost in the pines. Oh, the silence washed away by the sound of her name. Rivers run, but memories, they never do fade. Like the dust on my boots, her love clings to my soul. In the heart of the wild she made what's broken feel whole. Underneath the vast prairie sky laid down my weary head, every star a story, a memory of words we once said. But the wind shifts and changes, all seasons must do. Still every whispered wind seems to bring me back to you. So the silence washed away, but her echo remains in the rustling leaves, the pouring rain. As the sun dips low and the shadows grow tall, her memory's a melody that softly recalls. Oh, the silence washed away, yet forever she stays in the heart of the wild, across timeless days. the shadow of a pine, where the wildflowers sway. We etched our names in a heart deep in the grave. Underneath that tree, on a bed of fallen leaves, promises were whispered as the dust clung to our sleeves. Oh, the pine tree walked away with the north wind's mournful cries, left me standing alone where our old love lies. The sunset paints the skies, but all the colors turn to gray ever since that pine and you walked away. Years have rolled like rivers beneath the moon's watchful gaze. The old porch creaks alone and reminiscing better days. The saddle hangs untouched, dust gathers on its skin, a testament to rise and the trails we wander in. Oh, the pine tree walked away with the north wind's mournful cries, left me standing alone where our old love lies. Oh, the sunset paints the skies, but all the colors turn to gray ever since that pine and you walked away. The gravel road's still there, it leads to nowhere now. The echoes of your laughter are shadows in the plow. I tread that path in dreams, find the tree that knew our names, only to awake to the whispering ghost that remains. Oh, the pine tree walked away like the dreams at break of day. No more whispers in the leaves, no more words left to say. And as the stars appear, I feel the night reclaim the place where once a pine and a love knew my name.
Out where the oak trees shadow the forgotten trail, I found the fence we built in the springs, sweet gale. Windswept prairie whispers through the barbed wire lines. Each rusted barb a keeper of easier times. Your scarf still hangs, a flag of surrender to fate. Dancing with the ghosts under skies that contemplate. Oh, how the fence bleeds as the sun dips low. Shades of your laughter in the twilight's glow. The land holds tight to the whispers of your tread. In the silence I find the words we never said. Years have turned, the cabin's charm now but a shell.
Gravel roads where the scars of stories we can't retell. Your rocking chair sways empty on the old porch side, where we watch the world in the arms of eventide. Falling leaves tread softly on paths you used to roam. In this quiet town that you once called home, oh, how the fence bleeds as the sun dips low. Echoes of your laughter in the twilight's glow. The land clings to the whispers of your tread. In the silence I hear the words we never said. Beneath the vast and endless sky I stand alone, the saddle empty by the cold hard stone. And though I wander far, your memories cast like stone in the wild lands where my heart has grown. Yes, the fence bleeds under the weight of stars, each drop a tale of love written in our scars. As the night wraps its arms in a lonesome embrace, I walk this lonely path, each step a trace of you.
Out on a road where the gravel's worn thin, past the oak tree where our names are carved in. Old cabin shadow under that crimson sky holds a ghost of your laughter and the tear I never saw you cry. Memory bleeds on the edges of my mind, old scarves in the wind, dusty trails left behind. Each sunset burns just like the kiss we shared on that old porch swing. Oh, how we were unprepared. And now the town's just a whisper where joy once danced free. Empty streets echo footsteps, just my shadow follows me. Saddles wearing thin from the journey since you're gone. In the silence of the high plains, even the wind sounds forlorn. Memory bleeds on the edges of my mind, fading past where our dreams were once entwined. Sunsets still burn, but they don't warm me like before in this quiet town. Love doesn't live here anymore. Underneath the wide blue where the hawks circle and die, I've learned to be alone, learned how memories survive. Like the rain through the dust washes clean the sorrow's trace. Yet in every drop seems I find some echo of your face. Memory bleeds, oh, it's the heart's ceaseless cry under vast skies where old passions never die. Yet each sunset that burns in its fading light, I see the beauty of letting go. Though part of you stays with me, and the wind whispers low, a ballad of the breeze. Memory bleeds love, oh, memory bleeds. Out by the old Weaver's Creek, where the oak shadow lays deep and wide, found an old hat faded and worn under that blue stretch of the endless sky. Reminds me of days, dust and your smile. You tipped that brim with a wink in your eyes. But the hat stays like the echo of your laughter in the hollows of this heart that can't move past you. The wind whispers your name through the canyon sighs, under the twilight where our old love lies. The saddle's empty on the porch, it's seen better days. The scarf you love now just sways in the breeze. Town's a ghost of itself, just like me, walking these gravel roads where you walked with me. Cabin's empty, our dreams just dust, fading trails where we once loved. Yes, the hat stays like the echo of your laughter in the hollows of this heart that can't move past you. The wind whispers your name through the canyon side, under the twilight where our old love lies. There's a peace in the solitude of pain, in the quiet afflictions, in the creek you're facing the ride of memories flood and the rains come down, washing my soul where hope once was found. So the hat stays, not ready to let it go. Part of you still lingers in the sunset's glow. Hear your whisper with the cold night's breeze, while I sing our song to the whispering trees. Yeah, the hat stays, and I stay too, in the shadow of the past, holding on to you. There's a cabin on the ridge where the cottonwoods sigh, where we carved our names under that wide frontier sky. A scarf she left behind on the hook by the door still dances with the wind on that old wooden floor. Each creak sounds like the steps of her boots coming round, but it's just echoes of silence in the shadows I'm bound. Her goodbye
goodbye tied down to the oak by the spring, where the waters run clear and the meadowlarks sing. Each sunset bleeds memories over gravel and ground. My heart rides the trails where her laughter once found. Oh, her goodbye tied down like a ghost in my town. In every dust swirl, her spirit spellbound. The seasons turn their pages, the rains washed away the paths to our dreams where old promises lay. From the porch I watch stars flicker where her eyes used to shine. There's just the cold whisper of the pines. A lone saddle sits idle where once we'd ride side by side. Now I roam these empty rooms where our love used to reside. Her goodbye tied down to the oak by the spring, where the waters run clear and the meadowlarks sing. Each sunset bleeds memories over gravel and ground. My heart rides the trails where her laughter once found. Oh, her goodbye tied down like a ghost in my town. In every dust swirl, her spirit spellbound. In the stillness of the night, I feel her close yet so far. A silhouette against the moon, a whispered sigh from a star. If this land could speak, it'd tell me to find where I belong. But every trail without her feels uncertain and wrong. Her goodbye tied down under skies vast and profound. I wander these lands where our love once was crowned. And as the horizon swallows the sun with a frown, in the heart of this cowboy, her goodbye's tied down. Her goodbye forever tied down. In the shadow of the oak, where the soft whisper spoke, I first saw her silhouette in the fading light. Beneath the broad brim hat, her eyes like twilight sat. On the porch of Agewood, we shared dreams of flight. Her laugh breezed through chimes in those golden times, where the dust danced with the wind in a lover's sigh. Oh, the sunset held tight to the edges of night, echoes of her voice in the cool evening air. Riding trails now overgrown, these memories I own. The sun dipping low as if to disappear. Years rode by on storms, through the cold and warmth. Old cabin creaks alone like my weary bones. That gravel road untraced, by time itself erased. Her scarf faded blue, all that's left to own. From the saddle of my past to the horizon's vast, echoes of hoofbeats, now just a heart turned to stone. Oh, the sunset held tight to the edges of night, echoes of her voice in the cool evening air, riding trails now overgrown, these memories I own, the sun dipping low as if to disappear. Underneath the stars glow, where the quiet rivers flow, I reckon hearts like ours were born to roam. But every setting sun, like a bullet from a gun, reminds me of the love that I once called home. Oh, the sunset held tight to the edges of night, where whispers in the wind still softly roar. By the empty roads I tread, under skies fiery red, I hold to the sunset forevermore. Yes, I hold to the sunset forevermore.
In the shadow of the oak, where our names are still carved, whiskey sleeps in the flask, holding memory starved. I found her scarf, faded red against the prairie dust, echoes of laughter lost in winds as the iron weathers to rust. Oh, whiskey sleeps, but my heart's wide awake, under moonlit sorrow and the sun's forsaken ache. In the silence of the cabin where our loved ones danced, I roam like a shadow on these trails entranced. Gravel roads watch the tail lights as you drove from this town, leaving echoes on the porch where we once settled down. The saddle sits empty where you rode by my side, through fields where the wildflowers reluctantly hide. Oh, whiskey sleeps, but my heart's wide awake, under moonlit sorrows and the sun's forsaken ache. The rain taps like memories on the windows in vain, while I clutch at the ghost of your whisper like the last summer rain. Now the sun dips low like my dreams settling down, each sunset a closing curtain on the stage of this town. The oak tree still stands, but it's weeping sad tears for the man and the memories lost to the years. Oh, whiskey sleeps on the edge of my lips like a lullaby sung for an eclipse. And I know as the stars start to sweep in my heart, your sweet love, it'll forever sleep. Farewell, my darling, in the deep embrace of the night, where whiskey sleeps and the world puts things right.